What it do, what it do? Welcome to another one for Al Cuerpo Boxing, to the body. So let's get with it. Let's talk some live boxing. I don't even know what time it is right now. Let's see, what time is it? It says 12:30. Okay, so noon time, me. It's a nice day, man. I'm just waiting to get this computer piece fixed. I'm having some tea, yeah. That's how we do it, man. But let's talk about this whole Crawford ordeal, man, because I haven't been in the studio as of late, just because my room is so like cluttered. And you know how it is, like when you got like a whole working table just full of crap and gear. It's got a lot of cables and electronics here where I'm so lazy to clean it, but I'm like not motivated to do a proper video for that reason. But I should be doing it, to be honest. I should clean it and do a proper video. But whatever, we'll do it live, man, for you guys. You know how I do. Just show up and rock and roll here. So anyways, Terence Crawford right now. Damn it, I gotta do this one in Spanish too. You know my Spanish fans love it when I do it in Spanish. So Terence Crawford just recently got stripped his WBC belt, right? At 168 after beating Canelo Alvarez this last September. Great fight. I think I've watched that fight too many times. I've rinsed it. On top of that, I did the breakdown and the scoring. You know, I'm not upset with the outcome. For me, I couldn't stand the broadcast. The broadcast was so pro Team USA more than Crawford. Realistically, I think it was more pro Team USA than the actual Crawford name. And so therefore, my theory is they just didn't want, and Netflix acknowledged it, they didn't want the Mexican to have shine on the platform. So it's about the broadcast, but I'm not complaining about the cards, you know. For me, I had it kind of like a 7-5 to Crawford. For me, the round that kind of changed the pace for the whole fight was round one. If it wasn't for round one, I think it would have been a whole different story, man. But again, Canelo at this time forward in his game, and hopefully he takes it seriously, but he no longer gets benefit of doubt for feel-out rounds. Let me repeat that. Canelo Alvarez does not get benefit of doubt for feel-out rounds here forward. So what does that mean? He can't start off slow, man. Don't do it. You have the old school Canelo and take things more serious. Kind of like in the Danny Jacobs fight. Even the Kovalev fight, I think Canelo was coasting just to conserve his energy. Should go the late rounds, and that's the reason why he was able to get the knockout on Kovalev, man. But anyways, so Crawford just lost his strap, guys. He just lost his strap. And that means here forward, given the drama that he has with Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC, he can no longer do undisputed events here forward, right? Because to do undisputed, you need all sanctioning bodies. This isn't about whether you agree with it or not. Who cares? For me, the ring belt, and I've been saying it for more than a year, man, ever since Turkey got involved. That's why I got that thumbnail on the top. I've always acknowledged and bigged up the ring strap, especially nowadays, man. 24 carats, man. A ring strap, who wouldn't want that, man? You can flip that in the back end, should anything ever go wrong with some funds, but it's nice to collect those ring straps here for it, right? Well, I'm assuming that for the big events, they make it 24 karat. And so therefore, you know, the WBO, IBF, and the WBA, I think the protocol is for there to be undisputed, you need all sanctioning bodies to agree or to coin it undisputed, right? So here forward, I don't think Terence Crawford can't do it anymore. Not that Terence Crawford cares, man. I don't think he cares anymore. He's already done it, 3 times already? I think the only guy that can topple him next as far as 3 times would be Inoue. But let's see how Inoue moves. It's all up to Inoue's handlers, and if Inoue has a voice and is hungry, he can do it. So yeah, man. So what are Crawford's options, man? He can't go to, he can go to 160. He can go to 154, but obviously it has to be for a strap other than the WBC. All right. Normally at this hour, I join the live of this one UK cat called Rap Star. I don't know what's up with that cat though, because he has me like banned from that channel. I don't know why. I think because I like to troll his chat room and I like to make jokes. And I guess he doesn't like it when you call him a pimp because supposedly kids or youngsters are watching, maybe his kids. I always thought that channel was a satire channel. So anyways, that's why I'm here right now, because I can't even post on that channel anyways. I don't know what's up with that. Whatever, that's his thing, you know. As Mauricio says to Crawford, man, I wish you the best. Whatever. So we all got to do our own thing anyways. So hopefully, guys, we can get the Crawford versus Canelo rematch, man. That's more important, guys. Hopefully we can get the Canelo Crawford rematch. And even if it were for no belts, that's still dope, because it's all about the style, right? It's all about the style and circumstances. Should Canelo beat Crawford or vice versa, some fans might say, damn, you know what? Crawford even beat Canelo again without the motivation of repping all the belts, right? Because he already did it. And again, vice versa, you know? Or if Canelo were to beat Crawford, some fans might say, oh, well, it's because Crawford didn't have the opportunity to rep all the four belts again, and so therefore it messed up with his psychology, right? These are theories, man. So I think the reason why I brought up the guy at Rap, because he had some really good transparent points regarding the situation of Terrence Crawford, and to his credit, and I kind of upset to myself because I wanted to do videos before anybody regarding that. From a business standpoint, perhaps it's not ethically correct, because I'm trying to put it in layman's terms for everybody to understand. Because at the same time, I actually like that Crawford's doing that, man. Like, you gotta be gangster about it. And he has two good points, man. One, I'm gonna start with the sanctioning fees from the WBC are supposedly higher than the other ones. That's one point, okay? Doesn't justify what he did, but I'm for it, all right? The second point, Crawford said that the ring belt is free and it's tangibly worth more than WBC belt. That's so true, man. 24 karat gold strap, man, and you're getting it for free. Essentially, they're all trophies, as Crawford had said. They're all trophies, man. So those 2 points is why I like Crawford in this. And even more, guys, even more. To make it really cryptic, I think Crawford and Canelo are actually teams on this, man. Because if you guys remember the Canelo event when he was going to fight William Scholl, they didn't want to show that WBC belt. And to be honest, guys, I think that was done on purpose. They literally planned that just for the cameras. So just think about that for a second. What gripe does Canelo and Crawford in Turkey have against the WBC? Right? Think about that. Now, to the WBC's credit, if it's true, and I think it's true, they do supply a nice fund for retired boxers that need help. All right? He says it's in excess of $200K and more that they give. That's nice, but can you prove that? Is it proven? Second thing, guys. The second thing, the WBC Grand Prix, right? The Grand Prix that's right now being represented in Riyadh. That's good too. It gives new prospects and rising contenders the opportunities to, well, prospects, not contenders, rising prospects the opportunity to show up in front of the Saudis and hopefully in the future benefit from their sports washing, right? Get a bigger bag. So that's good. So you get all these dynamics, right? Look at the video that I did above it. If you go way back months, you see that thumbnail that I have on the top? That's actually to say that Canelo and Crawford, that they were boys since the get-go. Why? Why? Because they're getting paid excruciating amounts of dollars, man, to fight for the Saudis. So that we gotta respect. Whether Crawford got 10 or 50 million, it's who knows, man. I think they do get that excess, to be honest, but I think a lot of it is in crypto. And a lot of it isn't being said, but whatever. It's cool to keep it on the down low, right? As I always say in every damn video the last months, just be careful on how you file your taxes, right? Or your earnings. Just be careful with that. Seriously, man. You don't want to mess with the state side. I don't know about Mexico or Canelo's worth. Nobody knows the jurisdiction of that end, but when it comes to the American tax system, man, be careful, man. Don't evade taxes. It's a serious crime. Anyways, that's why I say shout out to crypto. Cryptocurrency. It's protected virtually. Anonymous. But regarding back to some of the points that Mr. Rap was saying, right? Shout out to the UK with his satire channel, man. Yo, Rap, man, don't get soft. You know? This guy's banning people for what? Well, whatever, it's his channel. He can do what he wants. But he made some really good points, guys. Rap made some good points. He said that the WBC has a lineage, goes from Muhammad Ali to guys like, let's say, Salvador Sanchez, what I had mentioned, right? Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, the green strap has a prestigious heritage. And that's what, even Lennox Lewis, guys, right? Lennox Lewis. Tyson Fury, guys. I mean, to downplay the WBC, I think this is Rap's cryptic message as a Brit, guys. His message is, as a Brit, I acknowledge the WBC's wealth in the sport of boxing. That's his point of view. And maybe because he went too realistic about the business side of it, like the ethics of it, that maybe some fans don't like that. But it's all, everything should be freedom of speech on YouTube anyways. I mean, it's his opinion. It's good. I agree with it. I would have said it the exact same way. I would probably say it differently. But with me, I'm the other way around. I tell everybody knows me. Everybody knows me. I always say from the get-go, steal that Saudi money, man. Just steal it. It's free. It's splurging. Take it. Take it. I just always conclude and say, just be careful on how you file the taxes, guys. Right? So what does that leave, man? Canelo and Crawford, man. Can we get that fight? Hopefully we can get that fight, guys, man. We need that fight. It's redemption for Canelo Alvarez. More so because that fight it's not as good as Canelo GGG 2, or maybe even Bivol and Beterbiev series. But I liked it because there's a lot of tactical moves in that fight that I loved, especially as I made a video even before the fight. I said one thing Crawford's got to do is attack the body. Probe down the center, man. Probe, right? He's got the speed, he's got the athleticism, and guess what? Crawford did it. But on Canelo's behalf, like, dude, you can't start slow anymore, man. They're not going to give you benefit of route for feel-out rounds. So you got to start stronger and more insecure in the early rounds. With that being said, I think Canelo pulls it off in the rematch, guys. As I say, guys always get to do their styles in boxing. So anyways, man, we'll see. Was Suleiman right for what he did? Possibly. I mean, if from a business point of view, Jose Suleiman, his father, built the brand of the WBC. So of course he's going to take offense to that, I mean, from a business point of view, not paying fees, right, as everybody else does. Remember, every champion right now in boxing, and this was another point that Rap was doing, every champion right now that's holding the WBC belt or fighting for it are acknowledging the fees. So what does that say? I mean, what are their opinions on Crawford and vice versa? What is Crawford's opinions on anybody fighting for the WBC, right? Because Crawford, it's his opinion. He has the right to say, don't fight for the WBC because their sanctioning fees are too high. That's not a case of libel to say. That's proper opinion. So Crawford could say that. All right? And I'll finalize with this. The reason why Crawford's a gangster. I like this because he took advantage of the event that it was undisputed, knowing that he wasn't going to pay the sanctioning fee. That's funny, and everybody to their own. It's all preference, I don't care much. You know why? Because all this money that's going on, we're not benefiting from it, man. I wish I could, man. Yo, before my years are done, I would love to fight on a Misfits fight and make like 20K, man. I would love that. Please give me the opportunity on the zone easily. I'll do it. I don't got that connect. I don't got that hookup. But I've been in the gym long enough to hang it in, and I'll give you guys a badass fight. With that being said, though, with these fees and on all this money that's going around, Canelo making 150, that's stupid money, and Crawford making up to 50, and I hope he makes more in the rematch. Who are we to complain about Crawford paying a sanctioning fee? That's chump change, as some say. So I think there's a big divide, and I'm going to say this too, that we shouldn't be giving Crawford that much credit towards the WBC, guys. Canelo's been there, guys. He was the one that started all this, right? Canelo didn't want to pay sanctioning fees. Canelo didn't want to fight for the WBC belt for the Golovkin 1 fight. You guys forgot about that. Yo, Maton, what up? Matonazo. Man, my bad. Were you there for a while? I didn't see you. But Maton 509 says, yo Maton, I can't go to Rap's channel, man. They blocked me from that channel. I don't know why. I can't type. I noticed that my messages weren't going up, but I guess everything comes to a different point, man, because we all got to do our own thing, our own life. By the way, this is nice chai. Anyways, Maton, what I was saying was that I think I'm siding with Crawford on this because I don't make it a big deal for me personally. Who cares? It's not our money, man. You know what, man? At the end of the day, Suleiman and Crawford both win. So what's the tragedy here? There's no tragedy. You know, he won undisputed. He won undisputed. So what do I mean? I don't get it. Now, let's put in perspective. I'll go into a different direction here. Let's think of diehard Crawford fans, because I'm a Crawford fan. I love his style. I'm a Saudi myself. I like his style. Believe it or not, I think I probably did a video or two on his style to beat Canelo. But at the same time, Canelo Alvarez is a badass. I'm also a big fan of Canelo. But let's say for the diehard Crawford fans, man, like, what is their point of view on this? I think they're giving Canelo too much credit, right? They're giving Crawford too much credit and saying, we don't need the WBC. Mexican boxing is corrupt and blah blah. Damn, I just had like two bagels, two big ass bagels, and then from like the Canelo diehards, or I guess I don't even know how many types of Canelo fans there are, man. I'm one of them, but Maton says, without the belts, where would Crawford be? I mean, you're right. That's what I was saying earlier, and I think that's what Rap was saying earlier. I mean, that's common sense. We know that, but it's all an interpretation. Pardon. Just ordering kahve. Sade. So order some Turkish coffee, man. Like I said, I'm waiting here for some computer parts. The guy hasn't opened the shop, man. I'm just waiting here. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Maton says, without the belts, where would Crawford be? So who would say something like that? Obviously, from a business perspective, that would be Suleiman, right? So Suleiman is if anybody's the one that should say that or can say it. Do I feel? I mean, I don't feel sorry for Suleiman though. Maybe because from a fan and I don't even want to say practitioner. I'm just saying, how do we interpret this, guys? How do we interpret this? I can't even say transparency, but because we don't benefit as fans, do we really care about it? You know? But I mean, Maton, the way you're saying that, you're kind of insinuating that kind of what Crawford did was bad, right? Ethically, maybe, but I don't know, man. I think because those that know me, and maybe you'd forgive me for saying this because maybe I'm a big gangster myself, but I say to everybody, yo, just steal that Saudi money. So maybe there's a consistency with stealing, right? Is Crawford really stealing? And again, Maton, Crawford made a really good point, man, and I love this point. It's one of the best points, man. Is it right? Who knows? But I like it. Again, Crawford said that the ring belt, I guess the ring belt here forward, or any ring belt that has a major event, they're giving you a 24 karat gold, 100K value belt, man, for free. For free, guys. The most prestigious belt in boxing history, the ring belt, you get it for free. So you got to put that circumstance versus the WBC belt. I guess maybe Crawford's point of view is Crawford is saying that because of that reason, you shouldn't be paying a sanctioning fee for a WBC belt. That's what he's saying, essentially. But it's not his business. I mean, Crawford can't speak on behalf of the WBC. He has a right to his opinion. It's a good opinion, man. And it's about whether or not fans agree with that, man. And this, you know what? And like Maton, does Crawford, I mean, does Canelo even care about that? I don't think Canelo even cares what's going on because Canelo's been there, guys. Canelo's been there having a novella drama with the WBC, so nothing new to Canelo. I like how fans, see how like fans, they like to nitpick detailed circumstances that really have no benefit for the actual theme. What I mean by that is like, oh, check it out. Check it out, my Turkish coffee, man. That's how you do it, man. That's how you gotta do it. So, oh, by the way, have you guys seen Canelo in the gym with Jaime Munguia? I see they're in the gym, guys. What's brewing? What's brewing? I think, guys, we're going to get Canelo and Jaime Munguia on the same card in Mayo. In May, speaking Spanish. And you know what I think too, Maton, if you're still there, anybody is there? I'll say this. I think the Canelo Crawford rematch is going to happen. And again, they don't care about the belts, man. As long as they get the rematch. And it's good we get the rematch. If Crawford is going to make more than what he's not going to get $100 million, that's for sure. But he's probably going to get way more than his first bag. And why? Because Crawford has done his part on behalf of Turkey. Like Turkey's telling Crawford, yo, do this towards the WBC. I'm more than sure he did that. The same way Canelo didn't show the belt with Skull. Those are all planned guys. That's why I always say they're team Turkey, these guys. All right? I think since Crawford's going to make a bigger bag, he doesn't want to give another fee here forward. That's the reason why we got all this drama, guys. I think Crawford is going to do the rematch. He's going to get paid more, but he doesn't want to pay the sanctioning fee this time around for the bigger fight, right? And not have the WBC involved. Damn, when you think about it, Canelo, Crawford, and Turkey, they're shutting out the WBC in this game. That's crazy. So that's good or that's bad, right? We're getting at least a rematch, hopefully, or maybe on the same card. Yo, what if Crawford's on the co-main of a Canelo card in May? Everything's money, man. Everything's money, man. But anyways, let me try and do this one in Spanish, man. I want to do this one in Spanish. I think I got like another 30 minutes before that computer guy comes around. Is having chai, having just finished a bagel. But anyway, shout out to Maton. Thanks for supporting, man. Thanks for supporting, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to do another one right now, but in Spanish, so bear with me, man. Peace out, guys. Hit the like, man. Hit the like. Support your boy.